What makes a country real? Is it a flag, an army, a government, or simply being on the map? Imagine a place with its own elections, currency, and passport, yet it's missing from most world maps. Welcome to Somaliland. For over 30 years, Somaliland has run its own affairs, built a peaceful society, and held democratic elections, all while being invisible to the international community. Nestled in the Horn of Africa, Somaliland borders Ethiopia, Puntland, and Djibouti, with a strategic coastline along the Gulf of Aden. Its capital, Hargeisa, is a bustling hub, and its people live under laws passed by their own parliament. Yet, despite functioning as a nation in every practical sense, Somaliland remains unrecognized. A ghost nation to the world, but home to millions. Their story challenges our understanding of what it means to be a country and asks, why does recognition still elude them? To understand Somaliland's quest for independence, we go back to 1960. For 5 days, the British Protectorate of Somaliland was a fully independent country, recognized by over 30 nations. But, driven by the dream of a greater Somalia, Somaliland joined with the former Italian colony to form the Somali Republic. The union quickly became lopsided, power and resources flowed south, and Somalilanders felt sidelined. Hopes of equality faded as Mogadishu's government grew authoritarian, especially after Siad Barre's 1969 coup. Decades of neglect and exclusion followed, turning optimism into resentment. The dream of unity soured, setting the stage for conflict and a longing to reclaim lost independence. The brief joy of sovereignty was swallowed by a painful, unequal union. The 1980s brought devastation to Somaliland as rebellion against Siad Barre's regime was met with brutal violence. Northern cities like Hargeisa were bombed, tens of thousands killed, and hundreds of thousands displaced. By 1991, Somalia's central government collapsed, plunging the south into chaos. In the north, clan elders gathered in Barrow, reflecting on their brief independence and decades of suffering. On May 18, 1991, they declared Somaliland's withdrawal from the Union, reclaiming their original sovereignty. This was not secession, but a return to the independence they once held. It was a rebirth, led by the people, determined to build peace from the ashes of war. Somaliland turned its back on chaos, choosing a new path forward. Declaring independence was just the beginning. Rebuilding was the real challenge. Somalilanders relied on grassroots reconciliation, with clan elders mediating peace and disarming militias. They built a hybrid government blending tradition and democracy, established their own currency, and created security forces that kept the peace. Since 2001, Somaliland has held peaceful, internationally monitored elections, rare in the region. Hargeisa has become a vibrant city, its economy driven by livestock, remittances, and a growing service sector. With little outside help, Somaliland built a stable, functioning state, an island of stability in a turbulent region. They govern themselves, defend their borders, and circulate their own currency. Against all odds, Somaliland has become a model of self-reliance and nation-building. Here's the paradox. Somaliland is peaceful, democratic, and stable, yet remains unrecognized by the world. While southern Somalia struggles with conflict and instability, Somaliland manages its own security and funds its government through local taxes. The African Union and international community fear that recognizing Somaliland could encourage other secessionist movements. Instead, they cling to the idea of a unified Somalia, despite decades of evidence to the contrary. This lack of recognition has real costs. Somaliland can't access international loans, faces trade barriers, and its passport is rarely accepted. The world's refusal to acknowledge Somaliland punishes success and rewards instability. Somaliland's achievements are ignored, trapping it in diplomatic limbo. It's a policy that stifles development and overlooks a rare African success story. Somaliland's story challenges how we see the world, real in practice, invisible on the map. While the world focuses on Somalia's turmoil, Somaliland quietly builds peace and democracy. Ignoring Somaliland's reality risks undermining decades of stability and missing a valuable partner in a critical region. Recent moves, like Ethiopia's port deal and Israel's recognition, are forcing the world to reconsider old assumptions. Somaliland is forging its own path, seeking partners and recognition on its own terms. Its journey reminds us that borders and labels don't always reflect reality. Somaliland is a testament to self-determination and resilience, a nation built by its people, not by international decree. Whether recognized or not, Somaliland exists, and its story deserves to